lovelies, welcome to another video. Now I thought what we'd do today, before we start afresh with new projects next week, I thought that we would do a little bit of a what's coming up video and show you what I've got in mind for the next series and what I am working on behind the scenes, as it were, in my own craft time. And so yeah, I've got a great big pile here, so I'm going to move that over. I always want to start coughing when I start a video. I don't cough rest of the time. Okay. Let me get the cough out of the way. I need some water. I think my trusty helper will help me. Please, David, thank you. Right. Sorry about that. Okay. If you haven't already seen this fabulous kit from Tracie Fox Creative, it is the Witch's Tea Party Folio, and oh, it just blows you away when you see it in real person, in real life. The graphics, the colours are just amazing, and I know, like Tracie says herself, it's not colours that she finds so easy to work with. Thank you, darling. She's actually made a stunning job of this. So a quickie. I've already made something that I'm going to do next week. So really next week's going to be all things witchy. There's tags, and really, you know, you could do a witch. It doesn't have to be for Halloween. You could be doing a witch inspired journal, spooky house journal. I just love it. Now, don't be worried if you're like me and you're not, I don't know, I can't seem to get technical things. I got technical things in medical and nursing, but technical things with craft I can't get my head around. Look at this cat. And so don't be put off by panel B goes with panel A and put two C's together and that sort of thing. There is a good video on Tracie's channel, and if you go on to the design, the other members of the design team who have done some amazing projects with this to give you some ideas. So yeah, mine isn't following the guidelines, shall we say, as Tracie developed it, but I think that's the whole idea of her having such a diverse design team. We all do something a bit different. So I'm going to show you my rendition, shall we say. But, and you get this, which I love this. I'm going to put this on back of all sorts. That's the back. You can use that or not. These are just some extra bits that I've done on some card. Look. So that is the Witch's Tea Party. I will leave you the details down below. I am not sponsored for discussing kits of Tracie's, but she very kindly gifts kits for us to use. This beauty, well, it's sort of a beauty. The graphics are amazing, aren't they? What I mean is, it's not a beauty of put together standards. Oh, I just love it. The colours are gorgeous. They're my colours, and I've even put a little pen pocket in there. So yeah, join me next week for that. Now, the other thing we will be making at some stage, because I've got something in mind for the new year for Compendium. So if you are like me and you are a fan of Tracie's Compendium kits, I'm a Compendium girl, this is number 7, and the add-on as well are some floating pockets that somebody requested. Now, what I've done already here, because I'm going to make something with this ready for what we're going to be doing in the new year, but I thought this just showed you the pages beautifully. So this is Compendium 7, and it's a floral kit. I've put the pages as well on the back. I've backed them. So obviously these come in the A4 size. I've printed them out on 200 GSM. I'll go the other way so you can see where I've put the backs on. Oops, missed a page. Look at that. If you like your florals, because a lot of the compendiums are quite grungy, this is really an abundance of flowers. Gorgeous. Let me just show you. Let's do it like this, so then you can see the backs. So there are plainer papers as well that you can use on the backs. I've tried to colour coordinate them a little bit with the facing page. That's right way around. I'll put two yellows together there. But look at that, how stunning it is. And this is the rest of the kit. Now, I think, to be honest, if you bought all the compendiums, you've got so much stuff. Tracie always gives plenty in her kits. There's so much stuff for you to be playing. Some of the backs I've where I printed, where the printing went wrong. But, you know, these are the add-on floating pockets. You don't have to make floating pockets. You can do whatever. That's what I like about being able to buy digitals. You cut them up and cut into them, do whatever you like. Because you can reprint it again and do something else with it. So these are the add-ons, aren't they? Stunning. And then we have some tags that go into the add-ons. You see what I mean? She does give you good instructions, like attach reverse of section A to section C and attach on section B. So Tracie does give you good instructions, but always go on the website and go on the design team to see what everybody does with Tracie's kits. It gives you a wealth of inspiration. Sounded very Yorkshire then, didn't it? Inspiration. No. Leave it, Catherine, leave it. Right, next. I thought we'd start collecting autumnal things. I've already started. Oh, sorry, I knocked you. Sorry. I already started my cover. It is a Scots porridge oats. See how big it's going to be. And I've printed off what I tend to do, and I think I've said this before with digitals. I've got digitals from all sorts of things you can download off the free domain, as well as Tracie's kits or whoever's kits. I think I've got Artymaze. I do like Artymaze's autumn kits. And I've got all mishmash, and I have collaged the cover. Now, I was inspired to do this from Rach and Bella Crafts because often with collaging, I do ripped pieces and not so uniform. And for a nice change, it reminded me when I watched this video, Rach and Bella Crafts, of if you cut them into squares and rectangles, how nice it can look. So that is the start of that. So Susan Taylor Brown, she is the queen of eco dye in my eyes. The prints that she does when she's doing her eco dyeing are absolutely stunning, and I pull from them every year on, year out. So if you're looking, I know Gail Agostinelli does some digital prints. She's got one or two, I think. But Susan Taylor Brown is certainly the one I always reach for. Then start collecting all sorts of things in the autumnal colours, or if you've got any ephemera. So that's one of Susan's. I've got some Edith Holden pages from October, autumn colours. I've got some old book pages, straw paper. So start collecting, because we're going to be doing an autumn journal. It might be nearer winter by the time I get round to it. Misprints. I keep my misprints. Well, they're not misprints. It's basically when your printer's ready for cleaning. You start getting all the lines, it means you need to clean your printer. But I've got this for collage, so I don't throw anything out because the colours are there and we'll be able to collage with them. This is part of the Artymaze, one of Artymaze's autumn, beautiful autumn kits. Lovely colours. It's got bits of brown paper. Then I go through my stash and see what I have got in some of the papers I've collaged. So that was collage paper. Then I look at what I've got from all sorts of designers that I've got in my stash. I think that's one of Artymaze. And I pull all the things that I think will go into an autumn journal. And as well, I've gone through all my nature books and pulled out, this is an article on nuts. So relevant paper articles, and I'll show you this when we get to it. This is acetate printed with bark, tree bark on it. I'm sure most of you are already starting putting autumnal colours together. In case you haven't, I thought I'd just show you what I've collected so far. It's good to start keeping your eye out, and then you've got them ready, haven't you? Then, before I come on to that, I'll quickly show you Christmas. It will be a quickie as well. I saw Rachel from Roxycreations. She has made some ephemera holders with some great big, and I mean like this big, books that she's for a large ephemera. And that sort of inspired me. I've got the smaller ones that I have my labels and things in, but I thought I'll do it on the larger size. Now this is nowhere as near as Rachel's, and oh crikey, it's been a bit of a nightmare, so I take my hat off to doing one the size she's done. So this is my Christmas 2023. It is one of my old leather bound children's Britannicas. And I have just done some bits of collage on the front and pasted over it with sparkly Mod Podge for the Christmas feel. And then inside I have used acetates, bits of old plastic sleeves. I think Rachel had some that she got from Amazon which were peely backed, and you stuck them on label backed, and then at the front there was clear plastic, which I think must be a lot more user friendly than the faffing about I've done. So I've used cardstock that I'd got in my stash to put some pages in it, and then what I've actually done is I've given a decent middle, because what I'm going to do, I haven't decided quite how, but I think I'm going to put some in Midori style pages that we will use for December daily this year. So I will have all my ephemera on the outside, and I can use this again next year and just take out the actual December daily sheets and put fresh ones in. That's my idea anyway. So I know we're October, but yeah, you have to start in the crafting world. You have to start pretty soon, don't you? And then finally, I thought I would show you what's all on there. Where have I put it? This is my sort of first design we're doing a new series. So next week we're doing everything witchy, Halloween, witchy vibes, that sort of thing. And then the week after, I thought we'd do a new series because everybody's really enjoyed start to finish that we've done on this Junky Junk journal. So this is All Things Pretty. All Things Pretty. So if you are like me and All Things Pretty are a bit outside your comfort zone, I did when I first started the channel, so if you go back to 2020, chapter 1 papers, I bought one of their inspiration boxes with papers and all sorts in. They are beautiful. And I did a couple of mini journals and did all pretty beads, delicate lace, all those sorts of things. And I haven't done one, well, in nearly 3 years. So I thought it's going to be a little bit French inspired. So this is roughly the journal type of thing we're going to be making. I've been hoarding them buttons for so long. And so it's going to be All Things Pretty. So I've just selected some papers. File folder, so you'll need a file folder. And what inspired me for this is I got a couple, probably 2 or 3 chapter 1 papers French themed. Tracie does do one as well, because I think I did a Ooh La La French. I did a French themed design team project. These are the chapter 1. And this is the French country cottage. Well, I've been taking bits and bobs off it already. But gorgeous pages. No, it's not. I don't think this is the cottage at all. There's no cottages in sight, is there? I've written down that it's French country cottage. I shall put the right name in the description box. So go and hunt out if you've already got them. Like I say, I've got about 3 kits of Tracie's that are French inspired. Rachel does French Chateau. Chapter 1 does some lovely pretty prints, and I've done these so many to a page. So we've got some small pieces. And French ephemera we can use. And then the other digital artist that I really love for All Things Pretty is Angela Kerr. I've got quite a few of Angela's kits. They are beautiful. They are very pretty. The attention to detail. And this is one called Tristram's Lady. What have I got here? Tristram's Lady, Wildflower Add-on, and Victorian Romance. And some of the ephemera, that's from the wildflowers. That's quite a recent one. And I've just printed these in small size. But look how pretty they are. They're really lovely. So Angela is a go-to channel, Etsy shop for me if we're looking for, you know, all things pretty. And Carol from Oak House Journals, she does some really pretty stuff as well. So I thought I would challenge myself again, because I did enjoy challenging myself to not using any kits at all. But I am a firm believer in helping small businesses and helping small digital artists in our community. I don't buy all that much now from the big craft stores, etc. If I can, you know, if I can buy local or whatever. So that is what we're going to be doing week after next, hopefully. I got this idea of these little trifold chubby journals. They're just, I don't know, I just love holding them. There's just something cute about them. And I got this idea from Carol at Oak House Journals. Because she did a few with file folders, and that's what set me off, I think. When I first started my channel, I did a couple of really pretty things. It was really with stuff from Carol. She did a few inspiration kits, you know, real life, not real life, you know what I mean, in boxes that you could actually use, and chapter 1 papers and Angela Kerr. So I'll put all these people down below just so you can have a little look. I'm not sponsored by any of them, but you know, I've been collecting these digitals now for 3 years, 3.5 years, say. And so now you can mix and match. You know, it's like looking for the autumnal papers. I will go to the people that I know have bought autumn type kits. Shabbydabbydoodah, Tina, she's another one that does lovely kits as well. And sometimes I just go through them all and pick background papers. You know, you don't have to just stick, you know, they come in a kit, in a set that goes with a particular theme. But there's nothing to stop you going through them all, picking out ones that are going to go with a particular project. Mix it in with your junk, mix it in with your stuff from your craft shops and your scrapbook papers. And I just love that mix and match. Go and find out where your pretty laces are and your pretty ribbons, your little dinky buttons. So that's what I'm challenging you to do for a week after next. Go and find things, all things pretty. Put them in a box, in a basket, all ready for us to have a go at this. And we'll have a go at, you know, see what we can do with this. I'm very fortunate that I found an old French book, and so I've put some French dictionary pages in the mix. So have a look out, see if you see any old French dictionaries in the charity shop, that sort of thing. Okay then, so there we have it. I think there's enough to be going on with there. So next week, all things witchy, and also the normal Tuesday sewing. Week after, new project, all things pretty. I like that. All things witchy and then all things pretty. Bye for now.